What are the greatest British comedy films ever made?
Show some fucking respect.
I hope not.
I'm a trained actor reduced to the status of a bum.
Hi, I'm actor and comedian Leo Jannati, and today I'm going to be going through my top 10 best British comedy films ever, so I hope you enjoy it. So starting at number 10, it's 24 Hour Party People. It stars Steve Coogan as the late great Tony Wilson, a man who's basically royalty in the northwest of England. Wilson helped build Factory Records and the Hacienda. The film is basically a love letter to the Manchester music scene of the 70s, 80s and 90s. It's a fantastic film. Steve Coogan's probably best performance ever. I think it's just a great film. I think it feels so real, and at the same time it feels kind of absurd and strange. It's a great film.
Dance music, to me that is dance music.
Well, no one's dancing.
Yes, come on, man.
What are you doing, man?
Shut up fucking off. Play your banjo, man. This is best.
Number 9, Armando Iannucci's The Death of Stalin. What a cast. Steve Buscemi, Paddy Considine, Jeffrey Tambor, Michael Palin, Jason Isaacs, and Sir Simon Russell Beale. Jason Isaacs is absolutely brilliant as Marshal Zhukov, but for me I think the real stand-up performance is Sir Simon Russell Beale playing Beria. What makes the film so funny and terrifying is the complete lunacy of dictatorship. Everybody is frightened of everybody else, everybody is lying, everybody's covering their backs, everyone is plotting, and everyone is trying to work out what they're supposed to say before someone else has them killed. It takes something very dark and turns it into something very funny.
Shoot her before him, but make sure he sees it. Or in this one, kill him, take him to his church, dump him in the pulpit. And I'll leave the rest up to you.
Number 8, Mike Bassett, England manager. Now I have seen this film I think probably about 1,000 times. I think most English football fans have seen this film about 1,000 times as well. Ricky Tomlinson is just absolutely outstanding. He's amazing anyway in everything that he does, but in particular this film, his performance is really chef's kiss. But one of the things I really appreciate about the film is how Steve Barron directed it. It really feels like a real documentary. Even though there are some corny, silly gags in there, it feels real, which I really like. I think some of the stuff that they do in the football stadiums is just amazing. It's really good. How they were able to pull that off 25 years ago in a time before AI and with a very low budget is very, very impressive. The film takes a lot of inspiration from An Impossible Job, a brilliant documentary, cutting-edge documentary, Channel 4, following Graham Taylor during England's failed qualifying campaign for the 1994 World Cup. There are bits of Mike Bassett that are deliberately stupid, there are corny jokes, but underneath all of that, there's actually a really clever football satire. And if you grew up watching England failing spectacularly, then this is all the more funnier.
Half-time in La Bombonera Stadium, and England trail Mexico by 2-0.
Have you heard what the crowd is shouting? Bastards, bastards, bastards! They shouldn't be shouting at me. It should be shouting at you. And do you know why? Because it's half-time and we're 2-0 down to the Mexicans. Wrong with you! Get your fingers out! Where's your bottle gun? And come and pay attention when I'm talking to you! If you don't want to wear the shit off, there's thousands of kids out there who die put that shit on! Back on the field, show what you can do, or off home on the plane! We got that?
England lose 4-0.
Coming in at number 7, Kevin and Perry Go Large. This was the film to see when I was 8 years old. Everyone was talking about it in primary school, even though we shouldn't have been watching something like that. We were obsessed with it. Normally when you take a TV series and put it on film, it's usually just a cash grab. But with this, I think Kevin and Perry Go Large adds something completely different to the characters. It did come from a sketch from Harry Enfield and Chums, which was a sketch show on BBC in the 90s. And it's just taken 2 characters from that sketch and turned it into a full-length film, which I think is very different to, say, the In-Betweeners movie, for example, which isn't on this list. Harry Enfield, when he was playing Kevin in this film, is nearly 40 years old, and yet he plays a teenager so convincingly. And Kathy Burke, mid-30s at the time, a woman playing a juvenile man, From what I heard as well, it was quite difficult for her to get into costume and makeup every single day. And they both put an amazing performance in it. It's truly brilliant. Rhys Ifans as Eyeball Paul, who is one of the funniest comedy characters I have ever seen. I still quote lines decades later from this film, and particularly from Eyeball Paul. It's stupid, it's juvenile, it's about two lads in Ibiza trying to get laid. It's not exactly high art, but it's very, very funny.
What? Sit yourselves down, lads. Why, Big Bez?
All right, double bubble, lovely ladies.
Twatia, Batasha, watch this. You might learn a trick or two.
What you mean, listen?
No, watch.
Hey?
No!
I'm sorry, Cave.
Perry, you bloody pervert! Can we have our tea back, please? Dear, oh dear. Please, she's a randy bitch, your mum, isn't she, hey? Banging tits for an old bird.
Coming in at number 6, A Fish Called Wanda. The more I think about this film, I actually think I should have probably put it higher. It really is a masterpiece in comic filmmaking. John Cleese really comes to his absolute peak here in the writing and the acting of it. It was directed by Charles Crichton, who's an old school English director who came up in the 40s and 50s. It was the last film he ever directed, and it's really a masterclass in comic directing. There's an old saying that emotion is in the close-up and comedy is in the wide, and I think this film articulates that better than anything. I think it's really well made. I think John Cleese is brilliant. Kevin Kline is completely unhinged as Otto. Jamie Lee Curtis, she's never not good. And the one scene where Michael Palin, playing the character Ken, he is desperately trying to communicate information and he's struggling with his stutter. It's one of the funniest scenes, I think, in probably movie history, never mind British films. Structurally, the screenplay is incredibly tight. It's almost a perfect farce. There are certain scenes that are just completely perfect in their structure and texture and acting and comedy. You really, it is top draw.
So the old lady's gonna meet with an accident, eh? Can? Shh! What's it funny? Nothing, it's just that wasting old ladies isn't nice. Well, it's better than buggering people. I'll bet you £1 you don't kill her. All right. I love watching your ass when you walk. Is that beautiful or what?
Number 5 is the oldest of my films on the list. It is Stanley Kubrick's Dr. Strangelove. Now, Kubrick was American. It's an American director. You could maybe argue this is an American film, but you've got Peter Sellers in it. Peter Sellers, for me, is the creme de la creme of comedy actors. I think Peter Sellers and Jerry Lewis are the top two for me. I think that they're both the cream of the crop when it comes to creating comedy characters for the screen. As an actor, I think about Sellers a lot, and Jerry Lewis, but particularly Sellers, and in relation to this film, he plays 3 brilliant characters: Captain Mandrake, President Muffley, and of course Dr. Strangelove. I think the thing to remember with this film is it was released in 1964 at the height of the Cold War, which is pretty daring really when you think about it. There's a scene where President Muffley is explaining to the head of the Soviet Union that there's a bomb heading his way, which I think is absolutely priceless.
Well, I'll tell you what he did. He ordered his planes to attack your country. Well, let me finish, Dmitri. Let me finish, Dmitri. Well, listen, how do you think I feel about it?
Coming in at number 4, it's Withnail and I. What can you say about this film, eh? What a film. Richard E. Grant gives one of the best performances I've ever seen. It was written and directed by Bruce Robinson, and it's partly inspired by his own experiences living as an actor in the 60s in London. And as well, if anyone knows anyone who's an alcoholic, I think Richard E. Grant captures that je ne sais quoi of an alcoholic so well. His performance is exceptional. Withnail performing Shakespeare in the final scene of the film is truly fantastic. The role he was born to play, but will never actually get the opportunity to play. And I think a lot of actors understand that feeling.
It goes so heavily with my disposition that this goodly frame the earth seems to me a sterile promontory.
It's a most excellent canopy, the air. Look you, this brave o'erhanging firmament, this majestical roof fretted with golden fire. Why, it appeareth nothing to me but a foul and pestilent congregation of vapours. What a piece of work is a man! How noble in reason, how infinite in faculties, how like an angel in apprehension, how like a god! The beauty of the world, paragon of animals. And yet to me, what is this quintessence of dust? Man delights not me. No, no women neither. No women neither.
Number 3, Borat. Now, again, you could call this an American film, but because Sacha Baron Cohen is British and the character came from British TV, I'm gonna take it as a British film. I think it's an amazing film. I think that it's the collision between fiction and reality that I find really hypnotizing about Borat. And I think the way that he is able to capture the ignorance of the American audience. You know, when Borat was a TV character speaking to British people on the Ali G show, the British people are very accompanying to foreigners on the whole, and they aren't that ignorant. But the Americans, they've never left America and they can't see anything outside of America. So for them, they bought into it much more and they were much more gullible than the English counterparts. He creates ridiculous characters and allows people to reveal themselves around him. I think Sacha Baron Cohen is a genius, particularly when it comes to physical comedy. He's really, really one of the best, if not the best, that's ever been when it comes to that.
Welcome to the Wellington Hotel. Do you want to pay for the entire stay now?
I pay for one night.
Fine.
How
All
much?
Right. One night is $117.13.
We call it 85.
No, we can call it 117. Let me get the door for you. Come on in.
Ah, very nice. Very nice room.
Not in the room yet, sir. Hold on. You might want to repack your things. We're going to be moving again shortly.
I will not move to a smaller room.
Sir, this is your floor. I'm going to take you to your room.
This is not my room?
This is the elevator. It takes you to the floor where your room is.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh la la. Oh, whoa. King in the castle, king in the castle. Have a chair, I have a chair. Oh, go do this, king in the castle.
Okay, number 2, probably one of my favourite films ever. It's Shaun of the Dead. I've seen this film thousands of times. Really. I still quote to this day lines from this film. I love it. I think it's one of the best films ever made. I think the structure is brilliant. The performances are brilliant. The dialogue, Simon Pegg, Nick Frost, Kate Ashfield, Lucy Davis, Bill Nighy, Dylan Moran is in it. There's no weak performances. And Edgar Wright, as the director, he really comes into his own here in this film. I think he's right there at peak level. And then the films that he did after this, I think he was almost in a way trying to emulate himself, which, you know, you kind of lose a bit of your artistic essence when you do that. And it's a film about friendship, and in some ways a film about masculinity, which not many people really think about.
Pint? You got your pig snacks? What more do you want? Oh. And your favourite monkey? Shall I do Clyde? knew you'd get over it.
Now I'm going to reveal my top number one. And I've cheated a little bit here because I couldn't decide. So I've put, and they're both combined, both number ones, Monty Python's The Meaning of Life and Monty Python's The Life of Brian. I think they're both amazing films. Some of the set pieces in The Meaning of Life, I know that The Meaning of Life is basically just a combination of sketches, but I think it inspired a lot of comedy in the 90s and 2000s, particularly like gross out comedy and extreme dark humor. Something like of South Park, for example. I don't think you'd have South Park if you didn't have The Meaning of Life. I mean, The Life of Brian is technically a better film. It's got amazing performances in it. George Harrison of the Beatles produced the film. Why did he produce it? Because he wanted to see it. What a legend. That's what you want in a film investor, someone who just wants to see the film. Monty Python proved that comedy could be childish, but at the same time incredibly intelligent, philosophical, but at the same time surreal and stupid. And that's something that I think will always be synonymous with British comedy. That's why they're number one, Monty Python. What do you think of my list? What do you think? Do you agree? Do you disagree? Yeah, let me know in the comments. If you want to support me, please subscribe. I am a comedy actor myself, obviously trying to build up my, reputation here. I've got some films on YouTube, some comedy stuff on YouTube. Check it out if you can. Comedy vlogs, films, etc. Bit of stand-up. If you fancy it, it's all here. So give me a subscribe, give me a comment as well. And yeah, thank you, and see you in the next one. Bye.
Please listen. I've got one or two things to say. Tell us both of them. Look, you've got it all wrong. You don't need to follow me. You don't need to follow anybody. You've got to think for yourselves. You're all individuals. Yes, we're all individuals. You're all different. Yes, we are all different. I'm not. Shh. You all got to work it out for yourselves. Yes, we've got to work it out